Hi everybody, today I'm going to be comparing the Valk 2M to the YJ MGC Elite 2x2, and I'm going to be doing a new mic reveal, so let's get right into the video. Okay, so the audio probably sounds the same to you because it's from my earpods, but if we just switch really quickly, now it will be on my new microphone, which I will show right now. It's not really fitting in frame, but it's the blue Snowball Ice. I know you can't see it that well. Yeah, I will be using this for all the rest of my videos. But anyway, now let me just switch to that sound. Hey guys, so I've switched to my new mic, and hopefully you can notice a difference. And please let me know in the comments, but I'll hear it anyway in editing. But tell me how much of a difference you think it makes. Anyway, now let's get into the comparison. I will just be comparing these two a couple different ways, and I will do, I would say, an average of 12 at the end with the voiceover, and we will see which one gets better times. But honestly, these are both so good. Could probably get almost equal times on these, but I think I know which one is slightly better, which I'm not going to reveal until the end of the video, so you'll have to wait for that. But anyway, now let's get into the first aspect, price. So these are exactly the same. They're both $20 on SpeedCube Shop or The Cubicle, I believe. And that's a pretty fair price for flagship 2x2s because these feel really nice. And yeah, I would say it's a pretty fair price. For how old these two are, this is a bigger difference, as this is from like April 2020, I think, and this is from somewhere in 2018. But yeah, so I would say the MGC Elite probably should be better since it's newer. But yeah, now I'm just gonna show what each one comes with. Okay, so starting with the MGC2 Elite, it won't quite fit in frame, but it comes in this kind of nice box, but it's kind of weird to open. So you just kind of go like this, then comes with the cube and an accessories box. And this is not a very nice design for an accessories box compared to the Valk, but it just comes with, I believe, 2 sets of extra springs, I think, and then magnets, then a screwdriver and a pamphlet, but I don't have it because it's not worth keeping. And the only other thing you get in the box is the cube, so it does not come with too much compared to some other cubes, but it still comes with a decent amount. So yeah, it still is a good cube, and I wouldn't say the accessories are a make or break. As for the Valk, it comes in a slightly nicer box, in my opinion, that's super satisfying to open. Then you kind of just go like this and get the cube. I'm going to be looking at the accessories box first. So it comes in this really nice kind of thing, in my opinion, and you open it kind of hardly like this. And I believe I got this right. I think it comes with this cloth, which is super nice. A bunch of cards. This guy, Matt's Valk. I guess it comes with this too. And yeah, that's basically it. So the MGC2 Elite does come with more functional accessories, but I still think it's nice that the Valk comes with some. But where the Valk is really good is opening this up. You can see that it's a super nice box. We have the cube, springs, which I have not used. I don't know what's the difference. And yeah, the box is super nice. And it's a really nice case, much better than the MGC2 Elite, which doesn't even come in any case. So we've looked at both of what this cube comes with, and I would say I would give each of them a 4 out of 5 for what it comes with, because the Valk comes in a nicer unboxing experience, but the MGC Elite comes with more conventional accessories. So yeah, I would give a 4 out of 5 to each of them. But now let's move on to performance and corner cutting. So for corner cutting, when you try to do 45 on the MGC Elite with proper tensions, does it super easily. Little over does not do it so well, but 45 does super easily. So right after 45, it doesn't really do it, but around 45, it does it. Then for reverse, pretty good too. As for the Valk, try doing 45. It does not corner cut quite as well. On the MGC Elite, I feel like 45 is just super easy on most sides. Versus on the Valk, I feel like you have to put a bit more effort, but sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. For reverse, it's very good. I would say slightly better than the MGC2 Elite, but honestly, you don't need 45-degree corner cuts on a 2x2, so I wouldn't really worry too much about that. As for performance and feeling, the Valk feels pretty nice. It has this really nice feel. Now, sometimes corner twists do happen, which does happen more than I would say on the MGC2 Elite, but it has a really nice feeling. It has a nice size. It's 51 millimeters. And as for performance, I would say it's pretty good. Let me just do a quick solve. It is going to be slightly worse since I'm looking through the camera, but 3, 2, 1, go. That was terrible. Okay, but it did feel pretty nice, and I didn't really have any lockups. As for the MGC2 Elite, I'm going to mix it up. It feels a bit quieter to me. I do like the feeling of this slightly better, though I do like the feeling of both cubes a lot. And it is a bit bigger, which is a plus for me. And yeah, I feel like I do get a little better times on the MGC just because it feels more stable to me. I know that's kind of weird, but for some reason it does. Now about magnet strength, this is the Valk 2 LM, so it's pretty light. MGC for me is slightly stronger, but still a good magnet strength. Now this one has the magnets that go from, I know you can't see that well, but the edge pieces to the centers. And I really like this system because it makes it not so bumpy, and it makes it feel more like a 3x3. And the Valk basically has the same system, not exactly, but it has the same feeling. It's like inside the corners connect to an edge magnet, and that also makes it not be super bumpy, which I do not like bumpy 2x2s. As with my Tangan, the magnet strength is just super strong, and I really do not like bumpy 2x2s at all because it just makes the magnet strength super strong and it's not fun. As for feeling, performance, corner cutting, etc., what I just looked at, I would say the MGC gets a 5 out of 5 and the Valk gets a 4 out of 5, as this does corner twist more and it does not have quite as good of a feeling, but it still is a really nice cube. And also for me, the size of the MGC Elite is slightly better, even though they are both big 2x2s. Now I do want to mention one thing on the Valk, that sometimes when I'm turning, I don't know if it's just the tensions, one of these pieces kind of gets moved, and this does not happen on the MGC Elite, so I feel like the MGC Elite is a bit more reliable. So yeah, honestly, in that I would say happens one every maybe 20 to 30 solves, but when I do my average of 12, I will definitely show solve if that happens. So yeah, that definitely is one downside to the Valk. So I would say the MGC Elite is slightly better than the Valk, not by a lot, but I do like the feeling of this better. And I have added some Mystic, and it makes it feel super nice. So if you're looking for a premium setup cubicle MGC Elite, I would definitely go with Mystic because it makes it have a super nice feeling and it makes it feel much better. So overall, while I do like the Valk, I feel like the MGC Elite is just slightly better, and since they're the same price, I would say go with the MGC Elite, but I want to see what the solves show. So anyway, now let's move to that angle. Okay, so anyway, I was doing solves on both the Valk and the MGC. Right now it's showing the Valk, and I would say I was honestly getting pretty similar times on each of them. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of sub 6s on the Valk, and you will see that later on the MGC also. However, I do feel like the MGC was slightly more reliable because I felt like I could turn less accurately on it since I wasn't worried about pieces popping out, which to me is a big deal because it means that I can turn more aggressively and therefore I can get faster times. So yes, my times weren't really any better, but I felt like I could turn slightly faster, and I feel like with competition nerves, they might have been better because of the fact that I could turn more aggressively and not have issues. So yeah, since these are both the same price, I would say go for the MGC. But I would say if you have the Valk, it's not really an improvement to get the MGC, just because of the fact that the MGC is just good for people like me, but for some people who are more accurate, it might not really make a difference and you might not care that much. So yeah, I would recommend the MGC over the Valk just because, again, it doesn't have that problem. But both of these cubes are excellent. I would recommend both of these over the Tangan and the MGC because I just really like them better. I feel like they're more solid, especially for me. They're more stable. And for 2x2 hardware does not make that big of a difference, but I just really like how these two cubes feel better than the other cubes. So the Valk is my backup main, but I would say the MGC Elite is my main, and especially after setup, it gets super good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my comparison between the YJ MGC Elite and the Valk 2 LM. So anyway, make sure to like and subscribe, and see everybody later.